It's that time of year again. Birds are singing, flowers are blooming, and Podtoberfest 2016 is fast approaching. This October 7th and 8th, your ears will once again be blessed with the sounds of podcastery, the likes of which not have been heard, well, since last year, of course. A vast auditory array awaits you as we bring another glorious buffet of geektastic buffoonery, featuring more games, more prizes, more jokes, more bits, more skits, more podcasters, and probably more arguing. The fun starts on Friday, October 7th, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then again on Saturday, October 8th, 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. Be there or be someplace else much more lame. Go to podtoberfest.com for more details.
We're very happy to have you back, even for a short visit.
Hey kids, it's your buddy Bill here. I usually don't do this, but this week we had a technical glitch, technical issue, I guess you could say, or I guess you could say Bill forgot to plug something in. So please just forgive any of the rough patches for the next 15 minutes or so. About the 14-minute mark, we realize it and switch it all over. It's a little overmodulated, a little buzzy, so watch your headphones. Sorry about this, but thanks for listening. Love you. Broadcasting to you live from the vending machines at the greenhouse on Isla Newbar. This is the Wicked Theory Podcast. I thought we were getting one more note. I thought we were getting one more note. Hey, how's it going, kids, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls?
Hello, everybody.
Hello, this is the Wicked Theory Podcast. Yeah, I'm Bill. That's Ed.
Hey, guys.
And that's my brother Bob on guitar.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? Mm-hmm. Welcome back. Welcome back to everybody in the chat room. Mm-hmm. Welcome back to you two at the table.
I'd like to thank our friend Tom Jackson Jr. for providing the inspiration for that opening line.
He did lay down the foundation.
Yes. Agent Palmer had one of the most icy. That was a very, very close effort. But when inspiration strikes...
I didn't even see the Mos Eisley one. Mm-hmm. Is it good enough to put into the kitty?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Maybe.
Okay, I'll check it out later after show.
Yeah.
And we'll have a conversation about it. No, I won't even remember.
Don't
He'll remind me, though. He'll remind me.
He
2 days from now. He'll be like,
he's already emailed it in.
He said he just started up a document with 25 other suggested opening lines.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are, and this is it. This is episode 73. Whoever thought we would have gotten this far? But hey.
I did.
Yeah, once you came on the team, you probably were like, I'm going to keep this show going. I'll be the guy that keeps this boat floating.
Whoa.
No.
This is your production, my friend.
Yeah, well. All right, good.
He's driving the ship, but he's also drinking.
That's true. It is true. Henry's hard soda is orange, as I like to say, because I'm French. A little bit. Tiny. Like, like how most Americans are a little bit of something.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like a dash.
Yeah, and I'm a 16th Cherokee. Yeah, sure.
But who's not? Like, I am. Like, me and Bob are. Like, they're not Cherokee. I think it's Iroquois.
Well, yeah. Something from upstate New York, and it's, I think it's actually more like a 32nd.
Yeah, it's a scintilla.
Because if you're a 16th,
you can get
anything, you can get minority status.
Nice.
So
how do I fudge that?
Do the math, and I think
how do I fudge my DNA now so I can get some freebies?
I had a friend in high school and
liar. No, I'm just kidding. You did not have a friend in high school.
And all the SATs and everything when they asked ethnicity, he would always put other.
There you go. That's what they say you should do. Because it leaves it as a mystery, and then they'll never ask you, because it's an uncomfortable question sometimes. Exactly. And they'll just be like, "Fuck it, we'll give him $1,000." Mm-hmm. So, what's going on? Oh, you know us. We're going to do some news. We're going to read some email. We have a bit lined up for a little bit later. But in the official business, what we like to do is run down a couple things real quick. Usually, it's stuff like, "Hey, if you're not listening to us on Mixlr right now, you might want to go there every Saturday." That's where we're at, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time.
Sunday. Saturday.
at Nassau Coliseum. Let's get down and dirty in the mud. So I hear Gravedigger will be there. So check us out. And here's the thing: I realized I think people weren't getting notifications because not everybody. Here's the thing with Mixler: it's one thing to sign up, but actually I forgot that to remind people that you actually have to follow people or accounts. Mm-hmm. So there's a little thing on the page that where you can listen to us from, and it's a follow button, and that'll give you notifications.
If you're listening to us on your computer right now, on the left-hand side, right where it says Wicked Theory, under there, it should say following.
If you're listening to us on an app, I have no idea.
Yeah, sorry.
But there is an app. So you can download the app, take us wherever you want, and never miss us ever again.
I'm watching on the app right now.
There you go. Bob's all apped up.
What's up, dude?
What's up? So, hey, check us out on iTunes if you go over there. Supposedly, rumor has it, maybe one day I'll get back to doing this, I promise. But I was making promos out of people's reviews. So leave us one. And tag it with your Twitter handle if you have one. And I'll make sure that you get your name on it, and I'll link you to it. Also, check us out on YouTube. We got episodes going on up there. And also, hey, just to let you know, you can support us on Patreon. You can help us out. We're up to $62. Mm. And you know what happens when we get to 75? Firing squad.
We get a roast.
You're going to put me on the spigot and roast me up. Well done. Crispy on the outside, crispy on the inside. Just like my soul.
Okay.
Feel it down in my plums. We were watching that clip again at work today. Like, it comes up in conversation, and somebody always goes, what? And I'm like, all right, let's go to YouTube real quick and show you this clip, this outtakes. Support us on Patreon. Help us out over there, and you'll get shenanigans in return. Special shenanigans we'll do. That's kind of like the thing. And
shenanigans, extra stuff. Songs, possibly, whatever you decide to sign up for.
There you go.
General hooliganism.
I think that's just about where I draw the line. And I can draw pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is not a Clockwork Orange.
No, not yet. But you know who's supporting us now these days?
Who's that?
She's got to get a shout-out. It's Paula from Tell Me Stories podcast. Mm-hmm. A fellow member of the Podtoberfest hooligans.
Shumway Industries.
Shumway Industries, as we like to call it.
Yes, in the Shumway chat. She and I have been having some tiffs, if you will.
Tiffs? I think even that's going too far. I was going to say like an altercation, and I was like, oh my god, that is like blowing it out of proportion.
No. It's all in good fun.
It's all ripping.
It's all in good fun.
It's all ripping. It's like...
I mentioned that I hate Canadians.
Right.
She takes me to task for it.
Yeah,
the thing is, I'm never really sure if anyone realizes I'm joking.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
The fact that I actually am serious.
Right. I think the good benchmark, as always, is winky faces and smiley emoticons. Yeah. Or what seems to be the trend in there is after you post something, then put up 25 smiling, crying, because they're laughing so hard faces.
Yes.
Just in a row. So it's like you could have like one nasty dig at somebody, and then just in the next comment, and do it right away, have just a line of that one face.
Yeah, I've got...
Because it's so funny.
I've got to get better with GIFs.
Yeah.
Because I always have just that ingrained memory of I know the exact clip I want.
Yeah.
And it's never there.
It's never there.
It's never there.
You got to look for like in things in ways outside the box if you're trying to use GIFs on Twitter, man. You got to be like, all right, what's the name of the actor? Just look for the actor sometimes.
Yeah.
Or it's not even like the line of dialogue.
But I cannot understand why they wouldn't have "It's All for You, Damien" there.
It's probably in there somewhere. Like I'm saying, it's probably like buried in some other Damien or what's the actual name of it? Exorcist.
The Omen.
The Omen. Like look up The Omen, look up Damien, look up Exorcist. You'd have to actually search all of them.
Bill, be very careful. You don't want to screw those up. People will hunt you down and kill you.
If
you confuse The Exorcist with The Omen.
Oh, that's right, because one's a sequel, right?
Yeah. No. No.
I know. I'm kidding.
Stop.
I'm kidding. He stop. I can't tell when you're messing with me.
No. I'm doing this for your personal safety.
Oh, the Satanists hate this. Is that it? Because I think that's the only people I'm going to piss off about making a mistake about The Omen. So anyway, where was I in the doc? And I don't know why it went off my screen. But yeah, so that's why I was going to do it, because Paula was going to let me segue into the next thing to mention real quick. But hey, here's Paula. So do that, which just I don't even have to really segue it. I don't really have to get into it right now, but because she said it.
Yeah.
Podtoberfest, October 7th and 8th. It's going to be online on a Mixer account for 7 Days a Geek, Monkey Poo Studios. Just go to podtoberfest.com. Yeah, Friday's a work day, but who says that you got to do any work on a Friday? I say just bring headphones and just listen to us all damn day. Because I'm going to be there. I'm third wheel on this uncomfortable ride that it's going to be. Basically, the thing making it awkward as it teeters and totters down the street. But it should be good.
No, you're going to have fun.
No, I'm going to have a blast.
You're going to be the guy who gets to say, guys, we're doing a show.
Guys. I'm the one who's going to be like sweating, and they're all going to think they're sweating, and no one else is. We'll all actually have that, because that's how it went for the 24-hour one. Is like we all felt like we were the only guys steering anything. But anyway. So go check that out. Podtoberfest.com for details, and then Saturday we're going to do the same thing the next day. It's going to start an hour later, so you can get an hour extra sleep. But that's the spiel.
That's the spiel.
That's the spiel on that. And I think what I got to do is I got to stop trying to toggle back and forth in between these apps that I have open on my device here, because I keep losing my place.
You just got to pick one.
Yeah, it's not going to work. So anyway, it's time for Meanwhile. Ed,
the two of us have a lot of it.
We should just get right down to it and get funky. Let me just kick off this, because this is another
speed round. I'll go with
Not yet. Crash the plane. So let me just put this out there real quick, because this is actually a plug for next week's episode. So this week, Sarah Netzley, if you were listening to us on Preacher vs. Preacher, the other show, she was a guest a couple times, and she writes the recaps over on Entertainment Weekly for Preacher and a bunch of other shows. So she's great. She's a ton of fun, and she's actually just started her own podcast with her buddy. It's called CW by the Seasons, and they're basically having a blast. They're going to be having a blast going through just the CW and all that it is. They're not in denial about what that network is. And, so it's going to be a fun ride as they go episode by episode of their show, covering season by season of just the life of CW.
The life of
so they're going to be talking about superheroes most of the time.
Well, eventually.
There's a while before that. You've got
they're going chronologically.
You've got America's Next Top Model. I think there's like one last season of Veronica Mars in there.
You got Dawson's Creek, I think, is in that.
No, that's WB, man.
Oh, okay, that was a transition.
WB. I think you might have gotten like one season of Seventh Heaven. Or either it ended with the WB. It was one of those.
Fair enough. From what they were saying, the only crossover show was Supernatural.
Okay.
But Bill, your clip didn't play. Well, no, I don't know what clip it might have been, but if it didn't go through, that's no good. So anyway,
was it Meanwhile?
No. It was probably the Paula one, I guess. But yeah, so go check out CW by the Seasons. The first episode is only a half an hour stuff. It's basically like an intro kind of episode, but you'll get a total good feel for the tone and how much fun they are, and it's going to be fun. Even if look, I didn't enjoy a lot of those early shows on CW. I didn't come to any of that stuff until way down the line. But I'm going to be probably checking out this show, not just because it's Sarah, but because it's a lot of freaking fun. And next week, Sarah's going to be on this show.
I look forward to meeting her.
Yeah, next week we're going to do some fall TV stuff. And she's going to come on, hang out with us, at least for the segment, maybe for the whole episode. We'll figure it out. But she's definitely going to pop up and, help us make fun of stuff.
Sure. We'll have her plug her show.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, Ed, me and you, we both watched Ark.
Yes, because a certain friend of ours.
Yes, a mutual friend. Yes.
Who shall not be named.
Yeah.
Basically bothered us on Twitter.
Bothered us. I don't know if he even went that far. He was just like, people really need to check it out. It's a good movie. And we were like, okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, no. It was one of those things, like, I got like a 20-line direct message from him on Twitter just basically like begging me to watch this movie.
Oh, no way.
And and I ignored it for 3 days. And I'm like, just because I think it's really fun to show friendship.
And then he showed up, and then
by completely ignoring them.
I'm sorry. And then he showed up at your door, and then you had to watch it.
No.
All right, hold on a second here. I think I just figured out what's going on.
What was that?
We have been broadcasting basically off the microphone from the
computer?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
And
this is a problem.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's hang out for a second here. I'm going to see. I might need to reload the Mixler, but let me see.
We'll be right back after these brief messages.
Let's see, reload devices. Now, do I get the option? No. Ed, I think we need to do a checklist every week. Every fucking week. Because, once again, Bill, in all his goodness, has forgotten to actually plug in the board. Amateur hour. Let's hear your fucking podcast, Chad. Just saying.
Calm down.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
What was this? Was this the one that's like right around the corner? Oh, yeah. Right.
Oh, that son of a bitch?
Yeah.
Don't swing.
Sorry. No, we're not swinging. But I think we can just run around there.
All right.
Knock on his door.
Let's do that.
No, we're teasing.
All right, so guys in the chat, how does it sound now? Does it sound any better? Please let us know. I've looks like it should.
I don't know what this is going to do for...
I'm surprised that nobody called us out sooner for, you not sounding far, far away. But once I saw that they were all saying they're not paying attention to us in the chat, I was like, I think I have to pay attention to them in the chat right now.
Yeah, that was the clue we were having a problem.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, when Bill played a clip and no one heard it.
Yeah.
Because we heard it in the headphones.
Yeah, we heard it in the headphones.
Yeah, it's going into the board.
Yeah, so... Just want to know if we all sound different. We should all sound much better.
Well, it looks like we're on mic. Agent Palmer saying now you are on mic.
Okay, now we can all be heard real well and stuff.
Oh, you can hear my thought pretty good right now.
Do you want to re-record the intro for the podcast episode? For what we're put on iTunes on Monday?
I shouldn't just put this up as total train wreck radio.
I don't know.
I think the only thing I'm probably going to do is...
you can't really do a take two on a live show, can you?
No, well, certainly not.
No,
certainly not. I mean, we could technically, but...
Well, we could take a moment at the beginning of the next hour, and then you can edit it out and put it in the front later.
No, I'm thinking about not even editing it because we're talking about it so much, and now it's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's a thing. I think if anything, I'll just edit out how long that break is when I actually tried to play Paula's clip.
Maybe.
And just edit that down for time. Because otherwise people are going to be sitting there for like 35 seconds.
All you got to do
what?
is you record a piece at the beginning just saying we apologize. The first 15 minutes are going to be funky.
No, but we're doing that now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry that we fucked it up. I'm sorry that I once again...
No, because you don't want people to be able to listen to this on headphones and go like, oh, this is garbage, and then just dump the whole episode.
But they wouldn't be wrong.
You remember when I was saying we need to work on your confidence?
It's not my confidence, buddy. It's a bit. It's a bit. It's a shtick. I wouldn't do this if I didn't have any.
Okay, so yeah.
This is an experiment. I'm building all of my confidences up as we do this.
So yeah, Grant sent me a direct text message begging me to watch Ark on Netflix. That's spelled ARQ.
ARQ. And it's got...
Yes. And he gave this long description of how good it is and how cool it is and how groundbreaking it is.
Yeah, you make it sound like it's 25 pages long, that description.
You got to see that. You got to see this DM, man.
Oh, it was a DM. It was a personal DM.
Yeah, it was a personal DM.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Yeah.
First of all, you and Grant are becoming like fast friends.
I don't know.
Okay, no, it's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Well, I don't think so much because I ignored it for 3 days. I didn't respond.
You probably were like, I don't know. This is a test.
Yeah, and then like 3 days later, I get a gift from him of Cookie Monster, just like
Oh, the whole drumming the fingers.
Yeah,
like
drumming
any day
his
now.
fingers. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
It was like, yeah, I'll watch it soon. Probably this week.
Fine, fair enough.
So I watched this week. Evidently, you watched it this week.
I did, and I liked it.
Yes.
It was really good. So it's a time travel thing. It's a little one of these ones where it kind of like repeats the same. They're stuck in a loop. It kind of repeats the same sequence over and over, and it's like how much does it change each time they go through the loop?
Yes.
And this kind of thing. So it's like, hey, that's a concept you've kind of seen before, but it's like, well, how does this movie do it different, and how does it play out? And it was good. It was nice. It was tight. It was tense. It was all in one location. Didn't really try and be bigger than its budget would allow. We'll say, like, it played nicely within its framework too.
And it's a small film, but still did high concept science fiction. Stars Robbie Amell, who some of you will know as Firestorm from the Flash and Arrow TV shows.
Firestorm 1.0.
Yes, the first season.
The dead Firestorm.
Yes.
The fire is out.
Well, we have not seen his body.
Jesus Christ! And now we're rebooting the whole thing over there on the Flash. So who knows?
But I thought I was impressed.
Yeah.
This is the kind of creative thinking. Like, I think most filmmakers, if they go to a college to learn how to do it, should see this movie to see what you can do if you have the right idea and limited scope. Yeah. Ways you can creatively use what you have at your disposal.
Yeah, this is the one where they keep dying. Like, basically every time they die.
Yeah, it's like Groundhog Day, Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, it's where that resets the loop for you personally.
Yeah, except instead of fighting an army of aliens, they're fighting a group of people trying to kill them in their own home.
Yeah, which is cool. Like, it's really a nice, tense little one. It's a Netflix movie. It's a Netflix exclusive thing. Yeah. But that doesn't mean you can't find it elsewhere, probably on the web. But, really good, really good. A lot, I kind of dodged it at first, but, on Grant's recommendation, and then also seeing, like, other people started talking about it finally. Because I saw it up there for a while, and I didn't see anybody really kind of like saying, oh, check it out. But Grant wasn't the only... Grant was a personal friend who mentioned something, but I saw some random tweets about it and shit. But that's a rec. That's a recommendaciones, I think is what the kids say.
How many tacos? How many American tacos?
We give it 3. I'm going to give it a solid 3, maybe a little more.
Yeah, I was going to say 3.5.
Yeah, something like that. 3.5.
3 and a third.
3 and a third. What's what you do?
Which is a recommendation.
What's in there?
It's good.
It's good. SKOOD.
Yep.
SKOOD. It's good.
It's good.
I've been saving that one for a long time.
Yep.
I feel like I should do a stand-up where I'm like the guy who brings like the paper and the marker, and I just write words. And I write SKOOD. I'm like, you know what this is? It's good. It's good. It's good. You say it all the time. You don't even realize it when you see it written down. What's wrong with you people?
Whiteboard. It's very Dimitri Martin.
That's what I'm saying. He's not doing it no more. No. He's doing freaking like Prilosec commercials or some shit. I saw him the other night on some kind of commercial clipping bushes for people, really breaking stereotypes. Anyway, what do you got in the meanwhile for yourself there?
I got a couple things.
Do you?
Moments before I came to Bill's lovely home this evening, I went to the theater to see Magnificent Seven.
A remake of the original.
Yes.
So, and how is it? It's good?
It's good? It's good?
It's good?
It's good?
Yeah.
How about Denzel? It's good?
This is good.
It's good?
It's good. It's good. It's good.
It's good. The final act, like the last battle at the end of the movie, like that last half hour, is an incredible battle.
Okay.
Great action scenes, fight scenes, gunfights, explosions going everywhere.
Right.
Transformers, Michael Bay kind of thing.
Yeah. It's weird. It's a reunion of Denzel Washington, Ethan Hawke, and director Antoine Fuqua, who all worked together on Training Day.
Right.
This is an odd place for them all to reunite.
Well, it's not going to be the same place. At least it's not space.
But
I want some Denzel in space, but I think we'll get there.
The movie looks gorgeous. Yeah. I mean, it's a Western, so you get all real landscapes.
Sure.
Some great photography.
Right.
But the first 2/3 of this movie are kind of rough. Not going to lie.
The whole getting everybody together and some backstory stuff kind of setups.
What's weird is, like, with the roundups, I don't feel like most of the characters get a proper introduction.
Okay.
Like it just feels like they go to find this person and then they just walk on screen.
It's like, I'm here.
There's no
right. Well, you came to the right place, boy.
And you don't really get a good sense of why everyone joins up.
Okay.
It's like, oh, there's a mission? All right, fine. Let's do this.
Okay. We're going to save somebody? Or?
Yeah. And I don't really know you guys, but I'll hang around. I'll do this.
Yeah, and the banter with them it's funny, but it's almost frat house humor.
Okay.
And I don't mean like that's a genre of comedy, just frat house jokes.
Right.
I mean like the kind of jokes.
Did they have to save the rec center or anything?
No.
It's a lowbrow, a little bit.
Yeah, no, but it's like the kind of bad jokes you would hear in an actual frat house.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I got you.
You know, you're on a couch with two guys in sweatshirts with the Greek letters, and they're screaming at you, "Listen, freshman, I don't care what you say, jumper." Hayden Christensen's one of the greatest actors of our time.
Is it a lot of like jerk
it's
watch?
Christian Slater. I'm telling you, it's Christian Slater.
No, Hayden Christensen, man.
So I'm confused.
You pass the bong, freshman, go
pledge.
Go in the kitchen and make my penis a sandwich.
Ferris Bueller is the greatest actor of all time.
And you sit back there and you go, you know what? These guys are jerks. I'm not pledging. This is bullshit.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get to. So basically, you're telling me we got Old West D-bags? Is that what you're telling me? Old West douchebags, but they're not like cool douchebags where we're like, all right, I like this guy. He plays by his own rules. They're just kind of like just douchey.
Yeah, so like if you see it on cable, watch the last half hour. Otherwise, you can skip this. I give it 2.5 American tacos.
No, 2.5 American tacos. Sub recommendation.
Sub recommendation.
If nothing is on... And you gotta watch something.
And you want to stay up.
Yeah.
You just don't want to go to bed.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. What else we got here in the meanwhile, Zed?
I saw a lot of TV shows this week.
Okay, so did
but
I.
There's
one. Not really.
Yeah, there's one in particular, and for those of you who may be wanting to know about Gotham, I am set to guest star next week on Gotham Lights podcast.
Branching out, fancy boy. Gonna hang out over there?
Yeah, with
you're not gonna like make them hate us or anything, are you?
I hope not.
You're not gonna fuck it up for me, are you?
No, I
hope fuck
not.
it up for us.
I hope not.
All right. You are like an ambassador.
I have plenty of thoughts on that show, and I can't wait to share them.
I'm sure they can't wait to hear them. They have no idea what they're in for.
But one particular standout this week was Lethal Weapon.
Just back to Gotham Lights real quick.
Yes.
So Brian Hughes was on this week.
Yes.
And
we found out he doesn't have the Ewan McGregor Scottish accent. He has like the Grant Morrison Scottish accent.
Yeah, it's more towards Grant. And you know, granted it was
very kind of soft spoken.
Very soft spoken. And it was late, and it was at the end of a work shift where he had done 7 days of working like night shifts. So he was, and I know that like, you know, because Steph was away actually visiting somebody else, it was this whole remote recording thing. So I think it took a little while to get rolling. And so I think he was a little tired maybe by it started, and it was his first podcast appearance. So basically what I'm getting at is I was trying to listen for, like, you know, to get some impression material out of him. And I didn't get enough. I don't feel like I got enough big enough bites. Like I'd get like these small, hey, you know, yeah, it's good. I like it. You know, it's a good show. And all right, and then nothing for like 5 minutes. Like, you know what I mean? And not against anybody in any way, any of the three of them. It's just how the conversation went. It's just how the conversation rolled. So, but if anybody was curious as to hear what Brian Hughes actually sounds like, check out the latest episode of Gotham Lights. So, back to you, sir. You were watching...
I was watching Lethal Weapon. The new Lethal Weapon TV show on Fox.
On Fox, which is probably... On broadcast TV, like the best option. I'll say that going into it. I did not see it. You saw it. So this is, I'm trying to set myself up for it. I mistakenly thought it was on CBS for a while, which made me cringe.
No. That was the Rush Hour TV show. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot they even did that.
Yeah, and the new MacGyver.
Now you've been reminded, and that scar has been real.
Oh my God, what was that? Was that like Sammo Hung? Like who was on that one?
I think that might have been Sammo.
It was nobody's, and that's why. And that's why. Like, I think it was a summer replacement, and it got canceled in May.
Well, all I want to know is, does it
So
factor
like 3
in?
weeks?
Yeah.
I just want to know, does it factor into Rush Hour continuity? Because
Oh no, that was a straight up reboot.
That was a straight up standalone. All right, fair enough. What else we? So from there, buddy.
Yeah, so starring Clayne Crawford as Martin Riggs and Damon Wayans as Roger Murtaugh. And this is a straight-up cop procedural.
Okay.
I always thought that the Lethal Weapon series could have been adapted to a TV show. I think this is a good start, and it really captures the flavor of those movies really well. The heart aspect. There's one scene towards the end, that climax. When one person's going to sacrifice themselves, and you're just like, oh man, it hit me.
Oh no! Did you well up?
Yeah, and the only thing, I didn't. Maybe.
Maybe.
It was just like
in my face, but it didn't get. My eyes didn't get moist.
No.
Okay, no. Damn it, no. Not for this show.
No.
Maybe a different show.
Just showing a little love for Murtaugh and Riggs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Damon Wayans is his Roger Murtaugh. The only thing it's missing is Danny Glover's gravel.
That kind of level of gruffness to his voice.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he's got it locked.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
and what's weird is like Riggs is from Texas in this.
Okay.
So he's got that.
And where was he from in the original?
I think he was from Long Beach. He was a California guy.
Okay.
They were both LAPD, but like the gist is that he was a Texas guy.
Okay.
Shit went down and he had to move to LA.
Right.
And the thing that's cool is it has the same kind of character dynamics, but they're able to explore it a little bit more because it's a TV show.
Okay.
And I could see them really having fun with it.
Okay, so maybe I missed it. So how is is he crazy? Is he?
Oh, that's the other thing is they, because in the Lethal Weapon sequels, they really just kind of made it more of a buddy show. They didn't delve into like
they kind of died down
Yeah.
on him being a nutball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one, he the thing is just he's straight up crazy, and
Oh,
they're really upfront. This guy has a death wish.
Right. Well, you know what? Like if you kind of were to say, all right, well, maybe. If you look at the movies like, well, the first one, he's crazy bonkers, gets a good partner, and then over time he kind of calms down and centers himself, then we can follow that kind of a trajectory on the show. You know what I mean? But let's have fun with it and have him, like, eat telephone books or something crazy. He's not that crazy, is he?
Yeah, well, I think you need to do that at least in the beginning because that's kind of what people expect.
Yeah.
And then you give it legs and life.
Yeah. Right.
Right. Yeah, but like the thing is, he's openly admits
to having mental issues.
No, just that I want to die.
Oh, the whole death wish.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Okay,
It's like no, I want to kill myself.
Well, in the movies, he's in denial for about like 10 minutes, and that's not even like real denial.
Yeah.
It's just denial to other people.
There is that scene of him alone in the RV with the gun, and it's not quite the first movie.
Do they have the same guitar soundtrack, kind of?
Not quite. No. It's
because it's a good soundtrack.
Yeah,
it's some good score on that. It's very unique in that way, where it was just straight like kind of bluesy guitar stuff.
He doesn't. I don't know if this is just because it's broadcast TV or whatnot, but like he doesn't. I don't think he actually puts the gun in his mouth.
Oh, of course not. Let's not go that far. We'll talk about everything except that, but don't show it. But all right. So what are you going to give it?
I'm giving this
straight up boot in the ass. No.
Well, I mean, it's a pilot, so I don't. Yeah. I'm going to reserve judgment for later. But
so let's look
far,
at this.
Yeah.
So maybe with something like this, we say, are you going to keep watching for now?
Yes, I'm going to keep watching.
All right. Maybe that's if you agree to that kind of a framework, maybe that's a good way to go with that. So I got something. I don't remember what it was, but I'm going to check my thing. Oh, S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
Because S.H.I.E.L.D. moved to 10 o'clock and brought in Ghost Rider.
Yes.
So that's like, hey, that's something. It took 3 seasons to do something worth really talking about, but okay. So, yeah.
Wait, that show hasn't been on like 27 million seasons already?
No, they're just slow-moving episodes, so it feels like that.
It's only 3 seasons for S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Yeah, this is it. This is 3. This is it.
Oh, this is 4.
Okay, whatever. 3, 4, 12.
Yeah,
it's all painful. It's all relatively painful. I'm trying to forget. But
in a Gotham kind of way?
Okay, basically. But this was interesting is that, Ghost Rider was, like, they did it pretty well. Like, at least, visually and for the character version of Ghost Rider that they're using, Robbie Reyes.
Who drives a car, not a motorcycle.
Who drives a car, drives an old Charger.
Oh, is it Charger? I thought it was like, in the commercial I saw, I was thinking it might have been a Buick.
Well, I think it's all pretty close, you know what I mean, because it's dark. But I believe it's an old school Charger. I could be wrong. I'm not the best car guy, but I think that's what they were saying. I saw that somewhere else. But like the effects were really good for it, and I was surprised. I think that the only thing that they're fudging with the character is that like when he's not actually Ghost Rider, he can still do some flame stuff a little bit. Yeah. Like he's got a little bit of control over that power stuff, so I'm not big on it. But the whole other thing is definitely still a separate persona.
Yeah.
Because he talks about it like, well, you don't want him to come out like this kind of thing or that kind of thing. So, nothing yet, but I'm kind of feeling like I can't imagine that they're going to run him all season.
No.
This seems like an arc. This is a first.
I actually kind of thought that he was his own thing for that one episode. I'd be surprised if they don't come back to him for a little while. Well,
at the very least, however they decide to structure it, I think they're going to be going straight through for at least 6 episodes with him. They're going to be definitely dipping back and forth.
Yeah.
For this first half of the season, I'd say, before they kind of really get into the other things that they kind of laid the groundwork with during that episode. Because they do sprinkle in other storylines and all this kind of other stuff. And I don't know if it's because the show has finally gotten its groove and knows what it's doing, but it felt outside of the Ghost Rider stuff like a little bit better done, and everybody knew that kind of what they were doing, and it was comfortable in its own shoes finally, kind of a thing. Maybe?
Yeah, and there's definitely been a time lapse from the last season, and you could see there's a lot of inter-office politics going into play.
Yeah, it's a big shift of that. So that was actually kind of fun to watch. How people who are still top dog actually have to answer to other people because it's all about security clearances, and it's like, well, I'll go up. I got to sign stuff. You're beneath me. But it's like, whatever.
Color coding.
All the color coding, security issues.
But and who's the guy with the top level clearance card that everyone else has to go to? Who's that final guy?
They haven't revealed it yet.
That's what I was going to say. Like that's actually he wasn't even watching, but they kind of were keeping whoever's running S.H.I.E.L.D. now.
Yeah, who the director is?
Because I didn't watch the finale from last year.
You think it's Dum Dum Dugan?
I would love that actually. If all of a sudden
they flashed forwards like 6 months, and it was a certain character, but I don't think it's that character right now.
Okay, so what was it, Talbot? What was it, Talbot at the end?
No, I thought it was Fitz.
Anyway, no, I don't know. I don't know because I didn't. Like I was saying, I fell off last season.
Yeah.
So I might be checking it out.
Might be doing some email campaigns for Dum Dum Dugan.
They just wouldn't be that sharp. But you know what they did start doing? They started actually putting in the storyline for the life model decoys. Someone's actually finally started. Some dude is making them, and it's like, oh, I don't know, what's this gonna be? And he's like, no, it's just for decoy stuff. And it's like, oh, okay. So they're starting to work on that storyline. We'll see how that goes, which was interesting because it's one of those things where it's that should be easy to do. Yeah, it's doppelgangers. It's TV. They love twins and clones and all that shit.
It's low end special effects.
Yes,
it's cheap.
Oh my God! It's what made Bionic Man and the fembots work. You know what I mean? Yep. It's like Bionic Woman, rather, I should say, because the fembots I think popped up on his show too. But so I'm jumping in there a little quick and early. But Tom Jackson Jr. says that he'll be there all season, and supposedly Ghost Rider will battle a major Marvel character by the end of the season.
That's a mighty fine goat you got there. You want to swap for a new one?
I love it. Ed's got his own soundboard.
I have no idea what that is.
But that would have been a great clip.
My computer was on.
He's got a virus.
He's got a virus.
No, I was playing.
That's a mighty fine goat you got there.
I was prepping the news articles. Fuck you, Bleeding Cool.
His laptop's been taken over.
Ed's been fucking listening to fucking some goat porn and shit. I don't know what's going on over there.
Bleeding Cool on their articles, they throw in sound clips for no reason, and I can't figure out where to turn them off.
All right. So with that, what's next in the thing? I don't think I have anything else. Sarah, ARQ, S.H.I.E.L.D. That's it for me, and then for you, that's it.
Yeah.
Right. That's it.
Yep.
Jeez Louise. So what is going on in the chat room? Anything? Is anybody fighting? No? Okay, fine, fuck him.
Yeah, what's our heart count? We should have 27 million hearts.
Well, it's a lot of it's
35.
Tom Jackson is throwing in some interesting information, like what you were just talking about.
Yeah.
Thinks there's going to be a tie-in with Doctor Strange somewhere this season.
Probably. I'm sure.
Also, Eric Clapton was playing the guitar soundtrack.
That's right.
For that scene in Lethal Weapon.
That's right. He did a song for the soundtrack too. That was actually a single, and
he's not doing it anymore.
No, definitely not.
No. Such a shame.
Yeah, yeah. What are you gonna do?
And Chad thinks that S.H.I.E.L.D. is somehow going to cross over with Supernatural.
Well, it's getting there. It's basically getting there. It's been a slow move, but they're getting there.
Well, maybe they'll do a Disney Kids show crossover instead.
They'll do something. They'll figure out something. So with that, we jump into some newsy news, the official news stuff. Bob, the news.
All right, so we got some new TV shows coming.
Whoa, sorry, bumped the mic. Sorry. Go
some
ahead.
announcements and developments. Anyone here reading Postal comic book?
Dom, tell us all about Postal. He likes it.
I read the first trade. I like it.
It is good. It
Yes.
is pretty good. I read the first few issues. I make hard choices all the time with my
Yes.
comics, and I sacrificed it. And I was like, if it goes crazy, I'll start picking it up in trades again. But it's really good. It's really got a great, It's you know what. The thing is, though, with that book is that the main character's got Asperger's. Whatever. My point being that it's hard sometimes to once you kind of get a feel for it after a little while, it's easier to get a grasp on. But he's got a weird way of speaking.
He's a very interesting narrator.
Very interesting in that. So it takes a little bit to kind of get a grasp on his verbiage and the way he kind of talks to people.
Yeah.
Because there's no audio behind it. Like, you know what I mean? In that way. So to read it written down just in a comic without any prose necessarily to kind of guide you through it a little bit as it would be in a novel kind of thing. But the concept on that is basically that,
you remember that show Eureka?
Yes.
Where it was a town filled, where everyone in the town is a super science genius.
Yes.
Here, everyone in the town is a dangerous, psychotic criminal.
Nice.
And
they're trying to keep it quiet. Basically,
Yes.
they're all kind of like in witness kind of a relocation type thing. And they're all, they have their rules and stuff, and they keep it all kind of hush-hush, and they've managed to keep it like that for a long time.
Yes. So it's like a town for serial killers, basically.
Basically, you know.
Yeah. And the woman who runs the town, her son Mark, is the postman.
Right. This is the character we were talking about before.
Yeah, who has Asperger's. And it basically the whole series kicks off. There's a murder in the town.
Which has not happened
Yes.
before.
And Mark decides to help solve it.
Right, because he just kind of, he's just a little, he just can't leave it alone. Basically, is what it comes down to. And the more he looks into it, the more he finds that there is like some kind of like stuff going on in the town, and it gets a little bigger. It gets much bigger than him. But I think maybe 2 trades are out. I think 2 trade paperbacks might be out for that. But it's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
the 2 trades are out. They're up to their 3rd.
I'm not gonna lie. The artwork is not gonna rock your world. It's good. It's serviceable. It's nice. It's just don't go in thinking you're gonna get Jim Lee in it or anything.
Yeah, no, but it's written by Matt Hawkins, who's a real think tank, which is another great top cover.
Matt Hawkins has been around for a while. He's been writing a lot of stuff at Image, and actually his 4 main titles, including this one now, just finally had their big crossover that nobody ever really thought was going to happen, but it did.
Yeah.
Strange, but really good, and it's picked up by Hulu, right? Is
yes,
where we're
Hulu.
going with this? So that's good. That's good. That's good news. I recommend it. It's a recommendation, that book.
Yeah. No idea when it's going to happen.
It sounds like an excellent story for TV.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got that total kind of thing.
Definitely got to be unafraid in this one.
Yeah. What's good about it is that too is a streaming service, so it's like
if you're unafraid in doing this, you should have a good show come out of it.
Yep. Eddie, what's next?
All right, so starting October 30th, El Rey Network, which is Robert Rodriguez's network.
See.
Yes.
We're a couple of cornballs. Sorry.
They will be doing a quarterly block of shorts called the People's Network Showcase. This is going to be a show that is going to showcase short films from independent filmmakers.
All right.
And the first round is going to be horror movies, and it's going to be hosted by director John Carpenter.
Johnny?
Mm-hmm.
What's he doing these days besides getting old?
I think he's a producer. He's developing stuff.
No, he definitely does.
He just sued a guy in France for stealing from him and actually won.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I saw that. I saw some stuff
Mm-hmm.
about that, his lawsuit. But, yeah, man, I'm digging that. I'm digging some horror anthology. I don't even know if we have El Rey. I don't think so.
Yeah, I think we do actually.
Oh, well then.
More just you never really go looking for it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I scroll a lot.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. All very true.
Yeah, but I think we you're always looking for new voices out there, and it's nice to see, some give them a shot. And it's not a reality show where you actually get to see the movies that they're making.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. And last bit of TV news, or the third of these shows that are coming out. Anyone here watch Doctor Who?
I've dabbled. I've watched I watched a little bit of Capaldi and then a little bit of the guy before that, and I was trying to give it a real go. And there are episodes I've seen that I really like. Yeah. I just can't commit. It's big.
Well, they're doing a BBC. The BBC is doing a spin-off called Class,
and it was like a super secret hush hush kind of thing. They were trying to keep it under wraps.
Yes, but they've announced that Doctor Who will appear in the pilot episode.
Well, of course,
yes, and
it's Who School, right? It's Who Academy.
Yes.
It's Who Academy, basically.
Yeah. It's a high school that travels through time and space.
Oh, that's like in that whole universe.
And it's really Doctor Who meets Harry Potter.
Yeah, I believe the setup a little bit is like, there's some kind of big special new threat that he needs to put together a group of people to work on or confront, and it takes this kind of form, setup / the school kind of thing, class. Yeah. Right?
If it doesn't work out on BBC, it sounds like it would be a perfect fit for MTV.
Yeah. I have an official synopsis here that they've released.
MTV doesn't like the fact that everyone's got an accent, though. They're like, can we make them all from New Jersey? Right. Wrong accents.
Synopsis I could hear. Charlie, Greg Austin, April, Sophie Hawkins, Ram, Fadi El Sayed, and Tanya, Vivian Opera, assisted by their physics teacher, Miss Quill, Catherine Kelly, are charged with a great responsibility by the mysterious alien known as the Doctor, Peter Capaldi, to guard against the creatures of nightmare that want nothing more than to find a way through to Earth and take it for their own.
Damn.
And they've also announced the first
Where are they going to put it?
I don't know.
I mean, like, where would you put that? It's big. Unless you're going to shrink it down. I don't know. It's Doctor Who. They might.
It's a magic school bus.
Yeah.
It'll
fit in the TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside, right?
They've also announced the first 2 episode titles, which are For Tonight We Might Die.
But I doubt we will, because it's episode 1.
And The Coach with the Dragon Tattoo.
All right, if it's not Capaldi being the coach, I immediately pictured Capaldi walking out on the grass with a whistle.
He's only in the pilot.
I know. But, I don't know, man. That's a heads up for a lot of Whovians out there. Just want to... luckily, Dom wasn't here, because otherwise he might have cursed or wished immortal death upon somebody or something like that, accidentally.
I'm watching the first season of Torchwood, and I'm going through
Torchwood was all right. You know what? I watched 2. I think there was a mini-series they did. I don't know if it was Torchwood or... Because that's got... what's his name in it, right? That's got...
John Barrowman.
Barrowman, yeah. So they did like a mini season kind of thing, or because they do it in blocks and clusters. It was like Children of something or whatever, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I tried to stay on top of it. I don't remember if I did, but anyway, not enough about me. What else we got in the news?
All right, so over to comics.
I remember those.
Grant Morrison.
No, that's not. That was horrible. Go on.
Well, he's now right now he's the nominal editor-in-chief of Heavy Metal Magazine.
Yeah, I missed the boat on this, man. I wanted to get his first issue out, and I don't know if this news bit is coming out because the solicitations came out, but I know it's like that. This is a reference to, I think, the 2nd or 3rd issue of his tenure.
Yeah, and I have no idea what this is about. They've announced that one of the strips in the December issue that Morrison is writing is called The Savage Sword of Jesus Christ.
There you go.
And there is an unpublished, unpublished variant cover that will feature.
Is he on juice? Is he on juice?
Who knows? It's
know.
Grant Morrison. It might not even be about Jesus Christ, a sword, or any savagery.
Well, evidently,
you know what I mean?
Evidently, there's a variant cover of the Messiah fighting Adolf Hitler.
Oh, in that case, then, yeah, sign me up. Can I have 2? Just cause.
I just think the people need to know that exists.
Yeah, and rightfully so.
That sounds like it needs to be a poster right now.
Yeah, and who did it? Simon Bisley, probably. It's probably like heavily over detailed, gritty as fuck looking kind of thing. Oh man,
his teeth so hard he's got little splinters coming out.
Little sparks coming almost. So no, that sounds like a blast. I don't know what it is.
Nope.
But I feel like with Grant running Heavy Metal Magazine, you know, in general, that's, you know, he's curating all the talent. He's helping to he's overseeing it in a real fashion, not just some kind of like title only kind of thing. So I'm excited. I have to really find them and pick them up. Well, we got more.
All right, so
don't tell me there's more.
There's more.
I don't want more.
All
right, I'll take it.
Jared Leto.
That guy
has signed on to play Andy Warhol in a biopic called Warhol.
He's too tall. I don't know. It's a wig and glasses. I don't know. What do I need? Anybody could do it.
It's written by Terrence Winter.
At this point, I'll take Woody Allen as Warhol. At least he met him once or something.
Yeah. Actually, I think in a wig he might actually look enough like him.
Glasses and a wig and shoot it from a distance.
Give Mozzie glasses and a wig and
there you go.
A white wig and.
So Terrence Winter though.
He wrote The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah, Terrence Winter and did a lot of HBO stuff.
Also co-created Vinyl, in which Warhol was a character.
Ooh.
Yes.
Dipping into the real world on that fictitious show that couldn't keep up. Sorry.
Canceled.
The real world was the 70s, which no one cares about anymore.
Yeah, nope. It's gone.
Nope, it's on to the 80s,
It's on. I think we skipped right over the 70s. It feels like the 70s really didn't get a lot of play in the nostalgia waves that have come and gone.
When you look back at eras, you have to. When you look back at the 70s, you got everybody dressed in polyester.
Yeah,
I was going to say
nobody wants to relive it.
It's an instant turn.
It's disco and cocaine, and it's like no, unless you're telling
the giant lapels.
If you want actors to wear those pants,
you better be paying them good money, and it better be like someone
the mutton chops.
Yeah,
the bell bottoms.
That's why we only have like 2 movies.
Male perms.
Yeah. That's why we only have like 2 movies about the 70s, or like 2 or 3 that are any good.
I want to say there's a good number.
There probably is. I mean, what were we talking about last night? American Hustle, right?
Yeah.
And then you'll have Boogie Nights. I'd even throw Carlito's Way in there. You'd probably throw Scarface in there too.
It's out there.
No problem, man. Okay.
Anyway, what do we got?
Okay.
Yeah.
Todd McFarlane.
That guy.
The creator of Spawn.
Still?
Dollman.
Yes.
I can only imagine what he's talking about now.
Yeah, so he is insisting that there is another Spawn movie that is going to be happening.
Seriously. I have it in a drawer. I keep it under lock and key.
Yes.
It's in the bottom. It's underneath 17 gold variants of Spawn Series 1 action figures. We're gonna finish it soon. I'm gonna finish it soon. I've been doing a lot of...
Todd's here right now. That we have an exclusive interview, everybody. Todd McFarlane. Todd, tell us about this new Spawn script that you've been writing.
I've been doing a few rewrites. I've been looking at stuff, and I'm thinking that what it really needs is a whole new third act. I'm gonna hire a small team of Malaysian writers to come in and give it a once over, and then I won't recognize them or give them any credit whatsoever. But that's not really a big deal.
Yeah. And how was it working with John Leguizamo?
He doesn't like me anymore, and I don't think we're gonna get him for the sequel. It's gonna be dark. Spawn's hardly gonna be in it, and we're gonna have characters that no one ever heard of. People are gonna love it. It's gonna be amazing. I'm probably gonna have to make it my own on my own. Use the last money I have left after buying those baseballs. But what are you gonna do? You make mistakes. You make mistakes in life. Now I'm trying to undo some of them.
Now I'm seeing here, Todd, in the article that your quoted as saying that he's going to be more of a specter, like a ghost.
Yeah.
How are you going to do that visually?
Well, he's a ghost. You can't see him. So we'll just be like, Spawn's in the room, and people will be like, "Oh, I'm so scared," and that's all you gotta worry about. You know, he's a specter. He's a ghost. And it's not, you know, you save money that way, too. Not, you know, not for nothing. I don't know if you know how to make movies, but you know, sometimes you have to find ways to save money.
But wouldn't he be scarier if he wasn't a ghost?
He would be, but if you play it correct, if you film it correctly.
So
it's the threat of the specter that should get you. It's like in Chris Nolan's Batman. Like you didn't see Batman all the time, but you knew he was there. You would see quick cuts and the damage after he left. You know, he was an invisible threat in a way.
Is this how you're getting around having to go to investors for money? You know, this is how you're keeping production.
There's no investors left. I'll answer my phone, so I figured the best thing to do now is just keep making comic books and action figures. Keep the MLB and the hockey people happy, so I can make some action figures of their athletes, and then you know, slowly over time, save pennies here, dollars there, and I have about $1.5 million, and I figure that's good.
Have you thought about asking Kevin Smith to direct?
You know, nice guy.
He's a comic book guy, you know.
Yeah, and you know, he's got that show on A&E now, Geeking Out.
Geeking Out, yes.
I believe 7 Days a Geek is playing to sue him because that was their tagline for closing out the hour. But anyway, I believe Kev is going to call me back soon. Probably. I mean, it's like 25 voicemails I left him, but you know, I'm not trying to be too aggressive about it.
I hope you get that call. Todd McFarlane, everybody.
Oh, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Todd McFarlane, on his way back to Canada as we speak.
Has left the building.
Flew right out of here.
Wow.
Whew, he's busy.
The Spawn Cape.
The chains. All right.
Okay.
Do we have... Is there any time left for show?
We got two quick articles in the other section.
In the other, and how other are they?
Well, okay, so one is this adorable fan art that Ryan Reynolds posted on his Twitter of Pikachu in a Deadpool costume.
Yeah, I've seen this. This is good.
I haven't seen it. I'm gonna look it up right now.
It's actually kind of cute.
I'm gonna follow through on the link here.
Yeah,
I'm this damn docs thing will fucking let me do what I want to fucking do.
I'm looking at an article on Heroic Hollywood right now, and I know it's a visual, guys, but people just
do a Google search real quick.
Deadpool Pikachu.
Yeah. Did you actually show this to Todd McFarlane? Because this might be the way he wants to go with the next Spawn movie instead of that whole Spectre thing.
You want to call him on the phone and ask him real quick?
No. I think.
That was the phone.
Spawn.
That was the phone. That was the Skype line.
Yeah.
We tried to connect, but it doesn't connect to Canada. Not right now, anyway. We haven't paid the bill. So I'm looking up at this rounds Chica poo.
Pikachu.
Oh, I get it all wrong. It's mugging.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. It is. It almost feels like it's doing this.
I think you would call it Pika Pool.
Is it doing that thing where you kind of throw your lip up like, yeah, man, like, fuck you, like, you know?
You got that Jay Leno chin going on?
Yeah, but like angry.
Like sticking it out?
Yeah. But, well done. I mean, you know, it basically doesn't really, you know, if it wasn't for the tail, I'd be like, is this his dog? Like, but that's cool. I'm surprised it's in the document, but whatever, Ed.
Whatever. I just thought it looked cool. One final story.
I'm not saying this one's any better. Okay, fair enough.
One final story.
Story.
One for me, one for you, Bill.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, an Australian man has received a patent.
Yes.
For an invention of his called the Hamdog.
Good day, mate.
Which is a combination of a hot dog and a hamburger.
Crikey.
He's actually shaped the hamburger
and the
patty,
okay,
so that there is a space for you to perfectly fit a hot dog
across it. Basically.
Yeah, across it. Yes.
Right.
Yeah, and the bun is specially formed.
Right.
In I don't know what you'd call that kind of.
It just looks like they managed to just take a hot dog bun and to put two small hot hamburger buns on the sides.
Yes.
So that, you know.
Now, the thing is, the reason I think it's patented is because there's probably a mold for each of those.
Yeah.
For the bun and the patty.
Yeah, I don't know. The patty, to me, I didn't know how much of, just like an indentation in the patty there was. To me, it looked like two separate, like, half-circle patties.
Oh, no.
Like there was a break.
No, if you see the news articles.
Oh, okay.
Like, he's flipping. It's one thing that he slides onto the bun.
Oh, okay.
And then they put
hot dog
the hot
on
top of it.
Yeah. Because I was kind of like...
He should probably just sell the molds to people like on TV because people could put all sorts of things in those molds.
Well, that's for sure. And you can,
and then still sell the bread.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the guy's. He's going to try hard, and it's just wrong.
Yeah. Well, evidently he went on the Australian version of Shark Tank, and
this was a hit.
Did not make a deal
because it really isn't anything too crazy special. You're basically just laying a hot dog over a hamburger.
Well, evidently he's had the patent since 2009, but he's just starting to sell them now in Australia.
Yeah, he has the patent in Australia.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we should get the patent here.
But you can have international patents.
Yeah, it's international patent. Yeah. But it's not a thing. But that's what I'm just saying. It's just like it just seems like a thing where it's like it just feels like something anybody could do. I'm sure the guys on Shark Tank were like, "You're lucky you got a patent on this. Like, what is your patent actually on? Like, is it you know what I mean? Because it's like it's pretty. It's like trying to patent shish kebab. You know what I mean? Yeah. It just seems like something that's like outside shouldn't be allowed.
Yeah, but a patent's usually enough. If you have a patent, you can sell it to somebody.
Oh, but that's the key. Like if you get a patent on a thing, that's especially the thing with Shark Tank, is if you got a patent on it, then okay, we have a whole different deal now. Like, you know what I mean? And so yeah, absolutely, that's the key to any of this kind of inventionary adventures. Nothing. Right. Silence. I need a cricket sound.
Inventionism?
There you go. We'll take that.
And that's it for the news.
And that's it for the news. Hey! Who doesn't like the news? Newsy news. Newsy news. Yeah!
You ready?
I don't think so. Okay. I think I blew out my larynx. You know what we do? You know what we're doing this week? That we haven't done in a little while.
What's that?
It's a thing. It's a game. And I'm going to tell you about it, but there's a storm rolling in. Whoa. Lightning round, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Whoa. That's that sound. It's the lightning. Ooh. Can you hear the sounds? Are the sounds coming through the board? Are we working properly now as opposed to earlier in the episode when just things were just fucked again?
And we sounded a million miles away, apparently.
A million miles away. So, Ed, how should we do this? Because I made you crash course write a bunch of beverage. Bob was requesting a mild,
orange-colored,
not quite beverage. Cold anymore beverage.
They're still cold.
Chilly. I have some submitted lightning round questions from listeners, and I made you crash write a bunch right before we came online. When you got here, I was like, "Hey, do you got any questions for lightning round?" You're like, "No." I'm like, "All right, you're writing some," and you're like,
"Give me 20 minutes."
I think that's what you said.
Yeah.
I think what you really said first was, "Fuck you." I'm tired of the bullshit. Why couldn't you just give me a heads up? But so where should we start? Because we got one for everybody.
Let's do.
Not that they're signed, but
let's do 1 and 1.
All right. So I will do. I am going to fold it up like this so I don't get confused. I'm going to do. Bob, put your guitar off to the side. I have music. I got professional this week. We got
volume off.
We got lightning. Wrong buttons. And then a little bit of. What were we going to say it?
I was going to say, remember, these are 10 random questions you must answer immediately.
Right. The only way
5 seconds.
Only way to get this wrong is to not say something.
Yes.
I have it on here. Lightning round, the game that's hard to lose. All right. So, Bob, are you ready?
Yeah. No. Maybe.
Yeah. No. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Name a non-food, non-sex use for bananas.
Making people fall. Slip.
What's the one thing you never buy used?
I didn't hear that. What?
What's the one thing you never buy used?
Condoms.
There you go. Would you tell the cop who pulled you over you're drunk, or take the field sobriety test knowing that you'll fail?
I'd probably just take field sobriety test.
Why did Murder, She Wrote last so many seasons?
Because old people don't know any better.
What's the best color? Not your favorite, but the best color.
Black.
How many questions have been asked so far?
6.
Whatever happened to the third hidden art?
It's lost.
If at first you don't succeed, how many times do you have to fail before you can take a bite? Before you can... I'm sorry. Let me start over. If at first you don't succeed, how many times do you have to fail before you can bite a professional?
Just once.
There you go. Do you know a deli that makes really great corned beef that could mail it to someone down south?
Yes, actually.
Who won the ball game Agent Palmer went to?
Left field.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think Bob made it through.
There we go.
He got them all technically right because there's only one requirement.
Say something.
Answer the fucking question. All right, Ed. So you got a set for me, I guess is how it's going to go.
Yep.
You give me. You tell me. Give me a signal. Give me a finger, and I will hit the cue.
All right, here we go. How many of the Magnificent Seven are actually magnificent?
3.5.
What was the longest time any of the Dirty Dozen went without a shower?
About a week.
Why are so many of the Hateful Eight always seen smiling?
Because they can't smell each other.
If Thor's buddies, the Warriors 3, were a rock band, what instrument would Volstagg play?
Harpsichord.
Who is the least fabulous of the Fab Four?
Murray.
What is the only ethnic group that was not offended by the Ridiculous Six?
Dolphins.
If the Jackson 5 had a reunion tour, who would sit in for Michael?
I couldn't remember. I was going to say Iglesias. I couldn't get it out. Go on.
The Tick.
What makes the dynamic duo so dynamic?
It's math, and I refuse to be involved.
Is it better to be the great one or the chosen one?
Neither. The forgotten one.
How many lumps of sugar do you have with your tea? 17. All right, there we go.
Woo-hoo. Oh, I finished it. I got through it. No, I didn't. I got one wrong. The only way to get one wrong is to not be answering it.
I'm nervous.
All right, so.
I'm winning so far.
It seems like it, yes. Actually, that is technically and mathematically true. Supposedly.
Sorry, no math on the show. My bad.
Yeah, there you go. It's not a rule yet, but I feel like it's attacking me. All right, so now I have a set for Ed. Let me just point out that I didn't name drop it, but the first set that I gave to Bob, that's from James. That's from my buddy James Hazelden, who a new listener and sends them in all the time. And now I have a set here from Chad Rose. He's in the chat room.
Yes, he is.
As we speak. Chad Rose, Chad NV. Hey, how you doing? Pal. All right, Ed, are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right, that's not good enough. I'm going to strike you with some lightning. All right. What brand of hair gel does Corey Feldman use?
Gorilla Glue.
What does Samuel L. Jackson... What day does Samuel L. Jackson do his laundry?
Tuesday.
Metal or plastic water bottle?
Vinyl.
If her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, what would a banana split bring? Next question. What race is your real doll?
Caucasian Hispanic.
Ooh, just under the time limit. Next question. If you help Jack on his horse, would you help Jack off the horse?
I'm going to go 2 bits and a shave.
Safe answer. How many is too many throw pillows?
2.
What will first contact be, violent or peaceful?
Peaceful.
Oh. How many missing teeth before you start having naughty thoughts about your kin?
1.
1. Ladies and gentlemen, Ed has successfully gotten through lightning round. Oh, the only guy to not make it out safely was myself.
Damn it. You think of the better answer.
Okay, which one? For the last one?
No, it was for...
Ed missed one, right?
Yeah, no, I did.
Oh, he did.
Bob wins.
Bob wins.
Bob is legitimate winner.
Bob, a correction on the floor. Bob wins this round.
Mm-hmm. So what do I get, a WT mug?
Well, it's up there on the shelf. It's been, it is yours. It's sitting there. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for letting us play that silly game and entertaining you with it, if in fact you were entertained. I think we have a thing we do. It's called E of the Males. Males? E? Malesy? You want to get all malesy about it? I got this. I should have put that in.
Is that me or Dom?
That's Dom.
That is Dom.
That is Dom. A little bit. Email.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Email.
Mm-hmm.
Electronic.
So, Ed, you still help us launch off this segment because for old time's sake, we let you send in one. What do you got for us this week?
Sent us in just under the wire. Gentlemen.
Sir.
Who wins in a bar fight?
Yeah.
Scrappy Doo or Captain Ron?
Scrappy Doo.
Yeah, because he's fucking Scrappy. And the other guy...
Captain Ron's half asleep, lazy.
Yeah, he's got sea legs. You know what I mean?
One eye.
That dog is so small. You know what I mean? Tiny compared to a human being, like ankle high maybe. Mm-hmm. And that guy, what is he gonna do? He's trying to shove it off punt it with his foot, and he's no soccer. He's got no football skill.
Bite him in the nuts.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Kurt Russell might have had it in a contract. Like every fifth movie, he had to have an eye patch.
I don't. Maybe not. It seems that way though. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you that much. And I'm having a problem here, but now I don't. I was having a problem getting into the documents, or I should say the email thing.
The email?
Email. It's in our heads now, right? I keep hearing it. So, not too many in here, folks. Not too many, which means, lucky for you, we won't be bothering you too much longer. But if you want to send in emails, Ed, how do you do it? I mean, like, where do you send them to?
Oh, that's podcast@wickedtheory.com.
Oh, that's convenient. That sounds like a really thought out, convenient thing.
I'll have to remember that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I would even recommend maybe writing it down. So our first one comes from Chad Rose. Hey, no, he doesn't say that, but he says, why has the U.S. not adopted the metric system yet?
We tried.
Did we?
Yes, we tried in the 70s.
Wow.
When I was in junior high school, they made us learn the metric system.
Yeah.
But then we didn't go through with the changeover because of the expense.
Yeah.
Because too many people resisted.
No one wanted to spend the money on it.
No. Well, no, just people just said, fuck it, this is stupid.
It's like Common Core right now.
Yeah.
It's like people are like, we don't... I mean, don't get me wrong, Common Core is obviously much more ridiculous, but I'm just saying it's resistance.
On email.
It's still in my head, right? I can't not hear it.
No, if you see, actually, the best place to cover this is Steven Soderbergh's film The Informant, starring Matt Damon. In the voiceover narration, Matt Damon explains, you had all of these like rubrics and scales that they were giving out so people could understand the conversion. And the only thing we kept was liter because it sounds better than quart.
Quart sounds foul, and our prudish instincts tell us that that's not proper.
That's why you buy a 2-liter bottle of soda.
Of all the things to maintain.
Yeah.
So should a quarter be called a literer?
Probably. Mm-hmm. I'm thinking my theory, and it's just a theory.
Yep.
Is that a wicked theory?
It's a conspiracy theory. Is that, just to keep us insular. It's another way to keep us, especially during the 70s when the idea came up, it was like, well, let's kibosh that.
Yeah. Although, funnily enough, the only thing that the British kept from the customary system is the word pint.
I will take your word for that. Mm-hmm. I do not know if that's true.
That's because when you go to the bar, that's what you ask for.
Yes, for a pint.
These are unknown facts by Ed. Unquantified facts with Ed O'Hare.
This is useless information for your everyday life.
Enjoy it while it lasts. All right. Well, speaking of Eds.
Look for the premiere episode of the podcast.
on the 11th of February. So, speaking of Eds, I got an email here from another Ed.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know who it is.
You don't know? Oh, is this Ed Nigma?
No.
It's not Eddie Nigma?
No. That's a CBJ thing, right?
It's not the Riddler?
No. It's not that whole thing.
All right, because if we had to go through that again, I swear to God,
it's not a talking horse.
Danny, I love you.
Not that either.
But
as if he's listening. But yeah. Mm-hmm. So just real quick, just to put a button on that. So WCBJ podcast had someone from the store sending in riddles under a fake Gmail account as the Riddler. So for a long time. So it was like this thing that they didn't know who was doing it.
It took us months to figure out it was Danny the Bats Rodriguez.
Yeah, there you go.
Danny Bats.
Mm-hmm. So this is from another Ed, and I feel bad. I think maybe there was an Ed that was hanging out in the Mixler maybe like an episode ago or something like that.
I don't remember.
I do not call. So unless this is from...
So he's our mystery Ed.
This couldn't possibly be from Ed Heavey.
It might be.
Could it be?
That was my first guess.
Ed Heavey is
my first thought.
Our friend who is on The Outsiders.
Yeah.
Just to keep people updated.
No, this guy's shouting out like everybody. Oh, so let me just read the email.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Friday is the subject line. It's finally Friday, which means tomorrow is Saturday, and today was yesterday's tomorrow. I will not be listening tomorrow evening. Don't cry. I know you won't, but someone might miss me in the chat. So real quick. Hello, Palmer. Hello, Meow God. And hello, people whose names I can't remember right now. While this is being read, I'll be working as a bartender at a bartender job for a fundraiser. I'm wearing a bow tie right now. Bow ties are cool. Which brings me to my question. When will the Clara and her TARDIS spinoff start? So... I'm thinking that does infer that we had a Chad hanging out in the chat room. Because I know we had two guys stumble in like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
And maybe this is that dude.
Right.
So thanks for the email, dude. But that's a Doctor Who question.
Yeah. Well, actually, we were talking about that before, weren't we?
Yeah, basically. Well,
So.
It was in. I mean, it's not Clara. That show's not Clara. That's a different spinoff.
But Clara will probably pop up on there.
I don't know. I think Clara's dead. Don't say
that.
I was pretty convinced of that fact.
Oh, is that how that kind of like
they
ends?
haven't made Clara like the Doctor by now?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Dr. Light or something like that. Doctor 2.0.
Yeah.
I guess never. If they're gonna go with some all new bunch of kids kind of show, bunch of characters type show, I don't think you're really gonna get ever any other spin-off where there's another Doctor per se, other than the current Doctor. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's their thing. Like, if they're going to do spin-offs, it's going to be something else. Like, Torchwood was very much something else within that world, like, as a spin-off. You know what I mean? So it's not like you're going to get, like, oh, like, I'm a Doctor too, but I'm, like, this kind of Doctor, and I work in this corner of the galaxy.
Right, he's not going to be, like, a Green Lantern.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There's not sectors or anything. Yeah. But there are other Doctors, though, to a degree.
Right.
So there's that. Ed, appreciate the not you. Sorry, not you, Ed O'Hare.
It's just you had to look right at me when you said it.
The email Ed.
I did.
Our mystery Ed.
Mystery Ed. I just do not recall from your email handle what your name was when you were in the chat room.
Yeah.
I feel like I should, but I do not currently. So, anyway, are we still broadcasting? Are we still live? Kind of quiet.
I think so.
They're just all quiet. That was just fine. Okay, so on to the next one. It's Agent Palmer. So Agent Palmer says, hey, guys, go fuck yourselves. I hate the show. I hate everything you do. It's the worst show I ever heard. I hope you all die in a fiery inferno and catch all kinds of crazy STDs on the way down.
Well, we knew it was going to happen one day.
XOXOXOXO. Your buddy forever, Agent Palmer. Which is a crazy way to sign that letter off.
Seems a little. He seems a little confused in that letter.
I feel like that. That's what I feel. I feel like he might be.
Maybe he's off his meds.
He might have meant it for a different show. I don't know. But anyway, his email actually reads, let's see, there are a lot of superhero television shows. No duplicates here, but what current shows would each of you like to be on? And who would you like to portray? Palmer out! Is his sign-off. Jeez, if I could be on a superhero show, I guess that means like as is.
Like what character could you see yourself playing?
Yeah, I guess that's the easiest way to relate to it.
I don't know.
I see you as a Sam Spade type, Ed. A Columbo for the modern day. Coming in and solving mysteries one case at a time.
On a superhero show?
You're like a superhero that solves cases. You know, Super Columbo. With Ed. It's a reboot. I might be wrong on that. I don't know, but like a quantified actual superhero. No duplicates, so I guess that means like if I say Batman, you can't say Batman.
Well, right now I'm thinking Moon Knight.
There you go. Bob wants to be crazy as fuck. It's basically what Bob is saying.
Why not?
That's funny. That's funny. But yeah, I think you gotta say like Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, that kind of thing, right?
See, like I'd go for more of those like supporting, like if it was stuff that's on TV now, which I think
fair enough.
I think that's what he was going.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
right.
I'd like to play like Cisco on the Flash.
Okay. Well, you're getting lucky then that it fits in because he just basically becomes a superhero eventually. They decide, it's a superhero show. Yeah. Everybody should be a superhero. Convenient.
I'm still waiting for them to make Caitlyn a villain.
Oh,
I mean, they've sort of done that, but not really.
Well, they let you peek at it.
Yeah.
In the other dimension.
Like, is she really ever going to become Killer Frost?
No, but she's going to be Friendly Frost. That's what she's going to be over here. She's going to be like Softy Frost, soft serve. That's what she's going to do. All she's going to do is make soft serve ice cream.
Yeah, well, they did get rid of Captain Cold.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe that's one of the things that Flashpoint ruins. Like Flashpoint, that's one of the like everlasting effects.
Well,
is that they're never able to bring her back to being a good person.
Wouldn't it be great if they just fucking use that as an excuse, like kill off certain characters? Like
this is it.
But you know,
just lobotomize her and
or whatever. Like just Joe's got cancer. He's got a week to live. Sorry, like we're writing him off. What? Anyway, so yeah, for TV, if we're following that, I guess superheroes only. It's not as long as a list as it seems. Flash, Arrow. Who do you got? Flash, Arrow.
You got Flash, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow,
Supergirl,
Gotham. Those are the DC shows, and then Marvel.
Gotham don't count. There's no superhero on that show. I'm not even kidding.
All right,
there's no hero on that show.
You got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and then Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage is coming up.
Fucking Luke Cage, then. If Luke Cage applies, I'm fucking Luke Cage, man. Fuck that shit.
Okay.
I haven't even seen it yet. I'm committing to that one. Anything from anybody else before we move on?
They got to be on TV currently?
Yeah.
All right, well then Moon Knight doesn't count.
So. Yeah.
I guess maybe Daredevil.
I guess Ghost Rider would fit too if you wanted to be Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
But you know what sucks about that kind of a thing, like being the Hulk.
I could be
too?
Ghost Rider. That's cool.
Or like anybody like that is that like the Hulk is not just a persona, it's a separate personality. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't get to be Ghost Rider. You don't get to be the Hulk. The Hulk gets to be the Hulk.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You might remember stuff that happened while you were the Hulk, but for all intents and purposes, you're not like in control. That's not you.
Unless you're Lou Ferrigno. Like, you actually play the Hulk.
Lou Ferrigno?
Yeah. No Ferrigno.
That's horrible.
That's horrible.
No,
I can't believe it.
No for me.
Ed, stop doing that, Ed.
That's horrible.
Although
stop doing that.
Yeah, Ed, stop doing it.
Stop doing that.
All right.
They say he's one of the worst at conventions.
Why? Because he pretends he can't hear you.
No, because he's like a Nazi, making sure everyone pays before he does anything.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Huh? You pay for the picture?
Yeah, that's it.
You have a receipt? Let me see it. Let me take it in your pocket.
But I'm in my 60s now. You think this body stays this way easy? It's expensive.
18 costs equals not to a lot of headshots.
They might get more and more expensive the more you take them.
I love how I cringe at that, but the Todd McFarlane I decided to turn into an interview.
You're all picky. Everybody wants to be picky about what offends them and gets uncomfortable. That's the thing. That's the thing. All right. That's why it's all you should just say. Everything goes. I'll laugh at what's actually funny.
You know, it's like
and then feel guilty for laughing at it.
It's like pornography. I know it when I see it, and I see it everywhere.
I know what the limit is for me. Is what that really comes down to. Some guys can't handle seeing a nipple. Some guys are like, I want to see that nipple cut off with a razor, and I'm like, yo, that's the line for me.
Yeah, that's definitely over the line.
Right. But I'm just saying. You know, it's all about where's the line. So, from talking about ladies so nice and pleasantly, we move on in emails over to Stephanie Muniz.
Hey, Sammy.
From the Gotham Lights podcast. Good friend of the show. Getting some shout-outs over there on that old Gotham Lights lately, let me tell you.
Nice little love fest going on.
Nice little love fest. It's, well, you know, she is in the Shumway family.
Yet somehow on Twitter, Agent Palmer is trying to turn this into a fight instead of a... What
is that? A show war?
Yeah. It's gonna be a showdown between me and Heno.
Oh yeah, you guys are gonna wrestle or something over Skype.
Yeah, I mean, meanwhile, both of us are looking like, what are you talking about?
Meanwhile, you're the two nicest guys ever. Like, you guys wouldn't even fight over toys as a child. Probably.
Who's promoting this? Is it Don King?
Yeah, it's Palmer just trying to mix it all up, trying to get sassy. So
Sunday in
Nassau Coliseum. Stephanie Muniz says, "Hey, you guys."
Hey, Steph, how you doing, Sammy?
Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? Hey,
little Miss Split Personality.
How you doing? What are you wearing today, Steph? Hey, hey. You're walking by the construction site. Oh, chicky baby, what are you doing? Hey, where's your man? He ain't with you now, right? You know why? Because he's a jerk off. Me, I'm a nice guy. You and me, you know what we should do? We should go back over here.
Bill, I think you should read the email.
Okay, did I fall into a character hole? All right. Hey, you guys. Greetings from sunny Napa, California. I'm currently on vacation visiting Boy, was I going to butcher their names. I'm just going to stop that. Okay, not like as a joke, but I totally was going to jumble their names. Visiting Neil and Annalise from the Dark Angels and Pretty Freaks podcast. Hey.
Oh, cool.
Sorry. So I thought I would send in a quick email to say hello. Hello. I'm sitting on a bench near a giant tree with the sun filtering in through the branches. It's 88 degrees, and we just enjoyed our last wine tasting of the trip.
Ooh, fancy.
Would any of you ever consider a relaxing weekend in Napa? That's her question. She goes, anyway, gotta run. Heading back to the house to record and barbecue later. Have a good one. Your pal, Steph. Steph, thanks for the email all the way. How much postage that she must have...
That's a 3,000-mile email.
You know what I mean? The postage alone.
You know, I would have problems going to Napa Valley just because it would remind me too much of the movie Sideways, which is one of the most frightening movies I've ever seen.
It's frightening. Why? Because Dauber is in it?
No, because I
kind of had you sideways.
Just for some reason, the Paul Giamatti character just hit me. I'm like,
just like, a little too close to home?
No.
A little too close to home or something?
It's a great movie. Great
movie.
Paul Giamatti is a great actor.
So sad.
He's always
so sad.
I still never saw it. I know it's supposed to be really
end when he's talking to his ex-wife, and you just get that moment where like. He's smiling. He can't stop smiling, but if you look in his eyes,
it's nothing but pain.
You realize how much pain he's in that moment.
Okay. It's all in the eyes. Nice. There you go. That's Paul Giamatti.
That man was robbed. Didn't even get a nomination.
To answer Steph's question, I will gladly consider anything, especially a relaxing weekend in Napa. It's just a consideration. I mean, when you think about it. Yeah. No, but I would do that. I mean, you know. It's a long walk.
Yep.
I think from here, but
I'm sorry, we've gotten so far away. What was the question?
She's in Napa, California.
Would you consider chilling there for a weekend?
Is that a vacation, possible vacation destination? I think what she's saying is it's pretty nice out there.
I'm not a wine person, but California is definitely in the cards.
Yeah, I think that area is just very scenic, and is the idea.
Yeah.
I guess the East Coast version is what Mother's
I'd like to rent a sports car and drive down the Malibu Coast Highway.
Not to give away the kitty here, but what she's leaving out of this email actually I would think would be the highlight, and she's downplaying it a little bit, is that Annalise from Dark Angels Pretty Freaks works at Skywalker Ranch. Oh. And so Steph may not have. No, she actually did. She got a nice tour. She got a nice tour of Skywalker Ranch. She got to see like a whole bunch of shit.
Oh, and, so you gotta put together a little interview of her.
Yeah, so you gotta see. I know this isn't a Star Wars show, but did you get any scoop out of that? So Ed, you are our ambassador to the land of Gotham.
So while I'm talking about Gotham, you want me to somehow work this in to find out Star Wars secrets?
Yeah.
Because we think if Annalise had them, she would obviously divulge all of them to Steph.
I'm just saying, maybe Steph saw.
She got a tour. That's all we know.
Maybe she bumped into an intern who thought she was an intern too, or a new employee, and was like, "Oh my god!"
Ask her. Start out by asking her if she was able to steal a set of George Lucas's bed sheets or something.
Segue in with a joke.
Okay.
And then go, no, but seriously, you saw something, right? You can edit this out later.
Yeah.
You do one of those. Okay, so Steph, thanks very much for the email. I don't know if she actually is, but I would suspect that maybe she's going to write a blog post on her blog From Brain to Keyboard all about this vacation she's had. I'm sure there'll be a little bit of Star Wars whatnots inside of that, but supposedly she's been having a blast out there with them. So very cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Podcasters getting all up in it and hanging out and chilling together.
Maybe we got to have her on the show and sneak interview her here.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to just harass her basically verbally until she gives up the kitty or just starts making shit up.
Or you could just be nice.
So, did you get in the bathroom? Did you see what George has got in
the
medicine cabinet?
Jesus, this is getting dark.
And I that's not in my skill set. I mean, when was the last time I did that shit?
What, was it nice?
It's all an act. It's all a facade. Oh, but ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the emails. And, it's almost like, it's the end of the emails. And it's not right. It makes me hurt inside. And why is that not playing? Oh, there it goes.
I would like to thank Tom Jackson Jr. For plugging along with us. And there's one elsewhere. There's one person who's not listed here. I think it might be my mother, who listened last week.
I heard your mom.
Yes.
I'm sorry, do we have to keep the swear words down there?
No.
Well, no.
I mean,
obviously, if she's listening again and she heard last week's, the swear words aren't holding her back, because I probably dropped quite a few that I would probably never say in front of her at that quantity. I might drop one by accident, but I don't think in front of someone's mom I'd be like, F this, F that, F this, F that, as I normally tend to do. At least I would hope not.
Well, I will say, actually, the one thing that she did not approve of was Mumra.
That really? Mumra.
Yes.
He's a scamp. He's a scamp.
Yeah. Thought that whole business was quite crass.
Really?
Especially that she didn't understand why we were asking him those questions.
Okay.
And what was up with the sarcophagus.
Now, hey, I'm not...
Now, granted, I don't think she'd heard
We don't know, because it's not our sarcophagus.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't think she'd heard the show before and didn't really understand who Mumra was.
Fair enough.
But,
well, that's the thing that you run the risk of on a show like this. When you do some kind of bits that are, based on a pre-existing thing. Not everybody's seen that. And I guess she's not a kid of the 80s. Didn't grow up watching Thundercats every Saturday morning like I did. And like I presume some of our other listeners have.
Yeah.
You do tend to hope that these comedy, quote-unquote comedy bits stand enough on their own. You know? Not everything's for everybody. You know? But if your mom wants to write stuff in and send it in and help us be funny, then fine. All right, Gladys, Marie.
Her name's Renee.
Renee?
Yes.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, you're never going to get that one, huh?
No, I was never going to hit that.
No.
Is it short for Irene? Is it short for Renee? Is it?
No.
Is there a story? Does she not like to talk about it?
It's just French, Rennie.
No, it's Renee.
Okay.
And it's pronounced Renee, not Renee.
Fair enough.
There's no accent on there, and She was named after her grandmother.
All right.
Who was named Irene, but her mom is also named Irene.
I know about how this goes.
Yeah.
I've suffered this too.
My grandmother did not want to name her after herself.
Right.
So she named her Irene.
Okay, so she got creative. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. And that's actually like, a cool kind of thing.
Yeah.
But, if she wants to, how's her writing skills? Because you couldn't have fallen off the tree, right? I mean, like, just got.
She was a double major in English and with a master's as well.
Is any of that creative, or is it all just, academic and,
So if she's mastered English, then she knows swear words.
That's why she wasn't too offended. She's like, all right, he's using it properly, I guess.
No, I don't know. I don't know if she could.
I'm trying to say is like maybe I'll take you off the team for the writing stuff, and we'll put her on. And maybe that bit will get better.
Well, actually, she would be great because she worked for, when I was a kid, she worked for years as a freelance proofreader.
Oh, that's actually pretty handy.
Yeah.
You should start writing just because you have a proofreader now.
Which kind of is because she's proofread almost everything I've ever written.
Oh, of course.
Which may tell you as to why my content style is the way it is.
You know what my mom did for me every time I wrote something, just never let me know if she read it or not. Just kind of like threw it her way and be like, I left a thing over there. Whenever you want, check it out. Check it out. It's totally in your wheelhouse, Pam. It's horror.
Yeah. Now, usually it was only spelling, grammar, sentence structure, but
just
you could tell if she had a problem with the content.
Yeah, she'd give you a look. I'd give you a little bit of a look.
Just that. No, it's just that.
Moms love to give you a look.
Just that, like, as she's reading it, just that. And I'm like, that wasn't because I forgot to capitalize something.
There's something wrong. There's something naughty in here, Ed. All right, good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if she is listening, thank you for listening.
Yes.
Thank you for coming back, even though Mum-Ra may not have been your cup of tea. Suffice to say, it's a long trip for Mum-Ra to get here. He's not going to be here so often.
Yes.
All right. With that, I think we are nearing the Endville, the end zone. Mm-hmm. That's a sports reference. I was trying not to.
Yes. Oh, yes, that is a sports reference.
I was trying not to drop it.
Yeah, it's just you separated the words. It's end zone.
I know it's
yeah.
They made it one word. Yeah. It's
the
a compound
zone of the
word.
enders.
It's the end zone.
Right.
In fact, they say it so fast. I think for years I thought it was just the letter N. the end zone.
Dash zone.
Yeah.
Oh, that means a whole different thing these days, buddy. You better watch it, you racist.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ, Ed.
Yeah,
you're
in the wrong neighborhood for that.
No, that's not what you meant at all. But
yeah.
I spun it that way. All right, but yeah, I got nothing left, man. I got nothing left for these kids to listen to. So, nothing on this sheet. But we do hang around for an after show thing.
Yes.
If anybody's going to bother to hang out for a little bit, probably just Agent Palmer and Tom Jackson Jr. Everybody else left us, and I don't know why.
Well, but after the show ends, I may take a little bathroom break, but I will come back.
You and me both. We might actually just put on a song for a minute so that we can all just take a quick beverages this week. So let's do that. Let's wrap it up, and then I'll set up the old Grifferdoodle, and then we'll come back on for like a minute or two, and then whatever. Ed, I hear that you're on the Twitters.
Yes, I am. I am at Edward O'Hare TBD.
Holy shnikes. Bob?
At Bob WTPC.
And you can find me at Wicked Theory on Twitters. You can find the show at wickedtheory.com. Follow us on Facebook if people still do that. That's a thing I haven't mentioned in a long time. We have a Facebook account. It's been there for a long time, but I really don't do too much with it. But if I see a whole bunch of people suddenly, giving it a little bit of action, I'll try and bring it back to life, maybe.
Yep.
So, with that, kids, that's going to wrap it up for the week. Check us out on next Saturday. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
You'll be here?
I think so.
How about you?
I should be here.
All right, then. Let's do it. Bob, take us out of here for this week. How about that? people should really go and tweet Ed. Find Ed on Twitter. He could use a couple of followers.
Yeah.
You have been listening to the Wicked Theory Podcast. Your host, Bill Sweeney, will be part of the upcoming Podtoberfest celebrations taking place this October 7th and 8th. Head on over to podtoberfest.com for details.